Alright, welcome back to Flash Tutorials with Alan Becker. Today I'm going to teach you how to make a character that has different body parts that move using classic tweens, like I did in my host.net animation, where I have this character that has different body parts that move. Yeah, and first we're going to show how to create the character in the first place. So I'm just going to take you into Flash and we're going to create a character. So let's see. Let's just make a simple character that has a big nose and a small body and big legs. And simple hands. Yeah, and maybe a hat. I don't know what kind of hat. Maybe no hat, just hair. Oh god. Okay, I'll give him a hat. Okay, that's good. So let's give him eyes, and alright, that'll do. So, okay, we have our character. Now we just need to fill it in with color and separate the lines. Oops. So I'm gonna take my line tool, take out the extra lines in between stuff, and try to make it clean. Maybe take out that one, take out that one. Ooh. And this one, and this one, and this one. Maybe this one. Oh gosh. And move this one here and take out that one and that one. So that now the character looks a little bit nicer than before. Okay, so I'm gonna give it a pants line and separate that and give him a sleeve and take away those lines and give him a smile or just a straight face. Okay, so I will use the fill in tool to give him a general flesh tone. Let's see, this one right here and here, and maybe we should give him some shoes. And let's color his shoes gray and give him blue jeans. Maybe later than that. Give him a nice yellow-orange shirt. It's really gross. And a red-orange hat. Yeah, he looks like a nice guy. Let's put a little border thing and a logo on his hat. Let's make it light gray or peachish. Okay, so there's our character. Alright, so we want to fill in his eye, and now what we do is we separate him into different body parts. Okay, so let me open up real quick my other my host.net animation if I can find it. Okay, so as you can see, I have the body parts, each on a different layer, and I've got the hand up on the first layer. Second layer, I have the arm, and then I have the eye, and then the head. Then I have the front leg, and then I have the torso, the front of the back arm, and then the back of the back arm, and then the leg behind that. So I've just got a bunch of different classic tweening between these things, and yeah, let's just get to it. Ew, God, this guy's ugly. Alright, so first I'm just gonna separate the head. So I double click on his head. Oh, it looks like we didn't fill in his eye. Right here. Okay, so now that's filled in. Let's double click his head and his hat so that we get all that in there, and I press F8 and I call it head. Well, let's give him a name first. Let's call him Bill and then underscore head so that we can organize it well. And now we want to separate his torso. So, well, let's first take off his arm. So I think I'm going to draw a line. I'm going to turn on snap to object so that it snaps to the line here, and then double click that, and call it Bill arm. Okay, so I guess we may or may not separate the hand from the arm, but just for simplicity's sake, I'm not going to. And when you go in here, when you rotate it, it rotates around this center point right here. So I'm going to go inside of it and then move it so that the center point is right where the axis of his arm is. So when I come out of it, now it rotates around his arm, but now I have to move it back. Okay, and I'm also going to get rid of this line that we created and then bring it out a little bit. Alright, so that's his arm, and let's move that aside so we can fill this in, fill that in there, and then pick this color by pressing I, and then fill it in right there. So I think next we want to separate the leg. Looks like we can probably duplicate this leg, but we may or may not. So I'm going to draw a line here. I press N to get that line tool, and then double click this and double click this. F8 Bill underscore leg. Okay. Now we're going to do the same thing. I'm going to double click it and I'm going to drag it so that the registration point right here is where the leg socket should be. So I get out of it. Now when I press Q, it rotates around the correct point. I'm going to put it right back where it was and then go back into it, get rid of that line that we created, and put it back. Alright, let's do the same for this one. Yeah, we'll just make it. Why not? Bill underscore leg 2. Go back in, drag it, get rid of that line. Maybe do that, and come out, drag it back. Alright, now we have our torso left over. So I'm going to drag this back out. I'm going to take the ink bottle tool to fill in this line right here and this line. So now I have my torso, and I'm going to turn that into Bill underscore torso. Alright, that looks good. If I double click it, then I can move this up a little bit because I want to give it some cushion room so that if things overlap, then you don't see empty space, you see the yellow. So I'm going to ink bottle that in so it's smooth. And It looks a little messy here, so I'm going to get rid of this point and this point. I did that by pressing A, by the way. Okay, so now we got all of our pieces. I'm going to double click this and drag his head off to where his neck is. And that's good. So we've got all our pieces. They're in no way in the right layer. So I'm going to select all of them, right click, and then hit distribute to layers. Now each one is on a separate layer. So let's see. We want to put them in the right layer, so I think that the first layer, get rid of this one. First layer should be the legs. Put both legs on the bottom, and then the head should be on top, and then the arm should be on top of the torso. So it looks about right. Maybe this leg should be in front of the torso. Yeah, that looks good too. Okay, so let's make him animate a little bit. You're going to want more than one copy of each thing, because you're going to want to make him smile or change his facial expression or make his leg become straight, so you're going to have to switch between symbols. So let's make him do something. So I'm going to select all these and press F6, and then I'm going to move him. Let's see, what should I make him do? Let's move his torso first, and then his head, and click Q, rotate it this way, move his arm back like that, and maybe rotate his leg and put it there, and rotate his leg there, and do that. Alright, let's give it a classic tween, see what he does. Alright, good. That's good. We're going to move his leg back some more so that it looks like it's in the same spot. And then I'm going to give it another keyframe. And then his body here. Move his leg here and then rotate it. And let's see, what was his leg like before? Okay, I will move his leg like that. And then his arm, I'm going to swing forward. Well, this is not looking bad. I kind of like it. So, create classic tween. Doom, boom. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Maybe his legs should come forward a little bit more, like that. Okay. So, let's say I want his face to change. So I'm going to make him kind of crouch down and then like change his face. Like, okay, I'm going to take off this snap to objects so that now it doesn't rotate snappy, like snap, snap, snap. I guess you can't tell, but anyway, I'm going to make him crouch down, and then when he pops up, he's going to have like a really happy face. Maybe he'll get a little taller. Maybe his legs are going to be taller too. I'm going to give it classic tween and boom. Boom. Okay, so what I want to do is change this face and change these legs. So to do that, I need to create a new face. So what I do is I go in, I do this, I duplicate it. Okay, I go to Bill Head and I duplicate. I call it Bill Head Smile. And then I go into that, and I change it. Let's say he has a happy face. And I'm going to give it a line here. Take away that one. Drag this one here. Oh gosh. Make it big and then make it big. Haha. 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 And change that to yellow or red or dark red. give him some teeth so he doesn't look like a really old man. Ah, that looks good, that looks good. Take that away, take that away, take that away. So now we have our happy guy. So once he pops out of this, his face is going to be happy. Okay, so what I do now is I go here and I click swap symbol, and then I swap this Bill head with Bill head smile. Whoop, and he changes. Wow. And then I'm gonna make him settle down. Wow. So it's very important that you put a new keyframe on every layer, even the ones that may not move, because if you end up moving them, you might accidentally move something like a tween that came from a different frame. Anyway, let's see that. Ha, 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 ha. Alright, now I want to make his legs get straight. So what do? We go here, and then we click duplicate. Bill leg underscore straight. Very important that you organize it well. So double click that, and let's see, I want to make it straight, so let's just select these, move them down, and then just get rid of this, and then drag this all the way up, and drag this all the way up. Pretty simple. And it is a straight leg. So let's see. Okay, so it's moving up, so I'm going to swap this symbol for the straight one. So it looks really not smooth. So we want to kind of make the illusion that it is turning into that leg. So I'm going to actually add another keyframe before it, right here, and make it kind of stretch. So his socket, his leg socket's there, and then we want to move up there, and then we're going to stretch it a little bit. And we want this one to be shorter, but higher, shorter, like that. So we want to make it kind of look, and it's kind of tricky tweening between two different objects, because then it gets kind of confused, like so. So we want to swap this one also, so it's the same one, and make it the same length. This might be weird looking. Yeah, it's pretty weird. Oh. I'm gonna drop it down and move it up and skew it. And make this one look the same, skew it. Okay. Whoop. 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 So, yeah. It's also good to add eases, or else it's gonna look really robotic. So I'm gonna give it an ease out from here so that he kind of settles into that better. And when he's doing this, I don't know, I think I might give it a custom ease. Might or may not look better by doing that. Give this one also another one of those custom eases. Yeah, that actually looks good. Hoop, 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 and he's out of that. He's out. Whoop. Yeah. I think I want his body to move up, so he actually looks like he's standing up straight. And maybe swap this one also for the straight one. So do the same thing we did. Add a new keyframe to make it stretch in the curved state, so that it's like a transition into the straight leg, and then right click, swap symbol, leg straight, and then try to make it look like the previous leg as much as possible. So it looked like that. Ooh, yeah, it's pretty different, but whatever. Let's make it look a little thinner, and maybe just copy this frame into this one. So I'm gonna hold down Alt, copy it there, so that it's like whoop, whoop, and maybe move this one up so that it matches. Whoop. All right, let's see how that looks. Boom, whoop, wah, wah. Doesn't look like he's getting that much taller. Anyway, you get the point. You get the point. So, in my other example, I have the hands separated out into different symbols, so that there's a lot of variety that goes on. And his hands switch all the time. And there's the eyes are different symbols also, which turn. Oh, see the leg here? The leg turns into the curved leg with a really slight transition right there. It goes up, it looks like it's about to curve, and then it curves, and it's very a slight transition, and then it goes down. His arm is straight here, and then it turns into a curved one really quickly. So you don't, yeah, if you look closely, it's just a frame change, not a queen. And then it just, yeah. Yeah. So, I could definitely do another tutorial on this in the future, but that's a basic tutorial of using symbols to make a character. Alright, so if you have questions, email me, or through my website, send me a message, and have fun, and I will see you guys later.